What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo, and in today's video, we're going to be diving into the new collaboration that Zayn did with the group AUR. The song is called Too High Kahan. I'm so excited to check this out. We don't get a lot of drops from Zayn, so anytime we do, we embrace it. Before we get into today's video, I just want to plug my Patreon. When it comes to Zayn, One Direction, or any of the members of One Direction, I have so much content. I've done the One Direction documentaries, the tours, I've done all the albums as full uncut album reactions and listening parties where we jam the entire album. I don't cut anything out. I did Zayn's albums. There's just so much over there. So if you want to check that out, the link's in the description. It means the world to me. I did learn that this entire song is in Urdu. So I looked it up to see where that is spoken, and it seems like it's like Afghanistan, parts of Norway, Botswana, Saudi Arabia, South Africa. There's just a lot of places that it is spoken. So I'm going to have the captions on, obviously, because I don't know how to speak that. So like I said, I'm excited to check this out. I don't really know what the vibe of this is going to be at all, but I do tend to kind of lean on the idea that there's going to be some R&B influence, usually when Zayn is involved. So with all that out of the way, let's get into it. So I don't know if you can, well, I know you can hear it. I don't even know why I'm gonna say that. You can hear it. There is a really cool vocal sample that is happening in the back, and I love it. I love that it is, because this instrumental is pretty chill, it's pitched up really high, but then it's really low in the mix, and it sounds so incredible for this. That alone is giving me so much R&B. Ooh.
जैसे ख्वाब ही में ख्वाब गाए आंख ही में पल से पल में क्या हुआ तुम रह गए बस याद ही में एक सवाल मचलता है मेरे दिल में कभी तुझे मैं भूल जाऊं या तुझे मैं याद करूं तुझी को सोच के लिखता हूं जो भी लिखता हूं अब लिख रहा हूं तो फिर क्यों ना एक सवाल करूं.
I love the tone of this guy's voice. It is giving, again, that softness, but that emotion. So even when it's a lower range, but you have like this sort of like almost whisper approach to it, soft spoken, it's just so R&B and so good. Just very smooth.
चाल चल तू अपनी मैं तुझे पहचान लूंगा मैं अपनी महफिलों में सिर्फ तेरा ही नाम लूंगा तुझे पसंद है धीमा लहजा और बस खामोशियां में तेरे खातिर अपनी खुद की सांसें थाम लूंगा क्या तेरे सारे आंसू मेरे हो सकते हैं ऐसा है तो तेरे खातिर हम भी रो सकते हैं.
You know, it's interesting because this song has kind of two things going on. On one end, it feels like this very like happy song, like it's very like the instrumental feels very like embracing, kind of like uplifting, and then again you have that vocal sample and everything kind of feels up, and then you have this like lower tempo which kind of just, you know, puts you in a good mood. The lyricism's kind of sad. Obviously this person is very much missing this other person, and then the, you know, the entire vibe of the song kind of changes up once you're really paying attention to the lyrics.
अब तुम बस हंसे ना एक बार तेरी मुस्कुराहट के पीछे हम सब कुछ खो सकते हैं क्या मेरी मोहब्बतों का कोई हिसाब नहीं है क्यों तेरी आंखों में मेरे लिए कोई ख्वाब नहीं है तुझे क्या ही करूं गमज़दा अब जाने दे कि तेरे पास मेरे प्यार का जवाब नहीं है कितनी मुद्दतें हुई हैं तुमने खत क्यों नहीं भेजा गा लेता हूं तेरे लिए मौसीकी नहीं है पेशा आने की खबर ही नहीं.
Wait, hold on, what did he say?
नहीं भेजा गा लेता हूं तेरे लिए मौसीकी नहीं.
As I wait here singing songs, even though it is not my profession. I would like to go on the record here and say AUR is about to have 1 million subscribers. If it wasn't their profession, it definitely is now. I don't know if this, obviously this group was big before I think they got the Zayn collaboration. I'll talk about that at the end, kind of like what I imagine is very difficult to do is get a collaboration from an artist like Zayn. But they were obviously huge, so it is your profession, or maybe it is now.
अब क्या मौसमों से पूछूं तेरे आने का अंदेशा
आंखों में आंसू नहीं है कहाँ तू नहीं है दिल को ये
You know that voice anyway.
नहीं बस तो चले
तू है कहाँ ख्वाबों के शहर में मेरा दिल तुझे ढूंढता
Oh my god, that vibrato. My man just like naturally has always just had like the best runs in his voice. Like he'll hit a note and then just like wobble that bitch up. It's just fucking incredible. Woo! Okay, so many things kind of going on. That run, are you kidding me? Also, just seeing Zayn kind of vibing in his studio is incredible to me. I'm so jealous. It just looks like such a vibe in there. But at the same time, like, look at this. Like, this is hard. Like, that's a hard picture right there. Zayn in the lab, giving me like these Dr. Dre vibes. I'm so into it.
आओ फिर से हम चले थाम लो ये हाथ कर दो कम ये फासले ना पता हो मंजिलों का ना हो रास्ते तू हूँ मैं हूँ बैठे दोनों फिर हम तारों के तले ना सुबह हो फिर ना ही दिन ढले कुछ ना कह सके कुछ ना सुन सके बातें सारी वो दिल में ही रहे तुमको क्या पता है क्या हो तुम मेरे लिए क्या कशा हो तुम कहानियों की परियों की तरह हो तुम मुझ में आ सके ना कोई इस तरह हो तुम हो यकीन तुम मैं
It's honestly such a vibey song. I also want to say those two dudes that were switching vocals off, they have very similar vocals. So until I saw that video switch, I didn't even realize they were doing that. And I actually kind of love that dynamic because I imagine they can both go into a couple different ranges than the other. So it'd be kind of interesting to hear that happen. Again, this entire track so far is so vibey, which just makes so much sense that Zayn would be on it because my man loves a vibe. We know this.
मैं भटका सा मुसाफिर और मकां हो तुम मेरी मंजिलों का एक ही रास्ता हो तुम ढूंढता है दिल तुझे बता कहां हो तुम हो जहां कहीं भी आओ पास ताकि आंसू मेरे थम सकें याद आ रहे हो तुम मुझे अब हर लम्हे ऐसी जिंदगी का क्या जो तुम जिंदगी में हो के मेरी
Like I wonder like okay, hear me out. We got Willy Wonka, right? We got Wonka, we got all the editions of it. What if Zayn did like a golden ticket thing and then like he could send out golden tickets to be able to like chill in a studio sesh and like be like while he's making a song. Like I don't want to hear the release. I mean, it'd be cool to have like a listening party thing, but like I'd be more interested in like what if like 3 people could like spend a day in the studio and just see how your mind creates music? That to me would be so sick. So Zayn, you're never going to see this, but if you do, I know it's supposed to be random, but like if I could get a golden ticket, if I could like whatever, like that'd be sick.
जिंदगी ना बन सके सोचता रहूं या भूल जाऊं अब तुम्हें तो मिल ही ना सकोगे तो फिर कैसे चाहूं अब तुम्हें तेरे सारे ख्वाब पल में जोड़ देंगे जिसमें तू ही ना बसेगा फिर वो दिल ही तोड़ देंगे छोड़ देंगे वो शहर कि जिसमें तुम ना होगे
I love when that sample comes back in.
सारे हसरतों के गुजरे पल जो साथ तेरे वो पल है बस सुकून के मिल लो अब तुम
Like, you know, when you have a sample like that, when you pitch it up enough, it kind of sounds like, depends on how high you pitch it, but it almost will start to sound like a wind instrument, like a fucking flute or something. And I love hearing that, especially in R&B.
तुम इस तरह से कि फिर नहीं मिलोगे
तू ही था साथ में मेरे कैसे मैं जीऊंगा अकेले
Look how happy Zayn looks. What?
तू है कहाँ ख्वाबों के शहर में मेरा दिल तुझे ढूंढता
Wait, this is all okay. best pause ever. What? He is so fucking happy in this. Good for him. I feel like there's been a lot that's kind of gone on in Zayn's life, and look at that. Like, that's a happy dude. It also is a little confusing for this song though, because this song seems to be that you're really in love with somebody who's not around anymore and you're sad because of it. But like, I can't imagine Zayn being sad with that smile right there. Like, bro is fucking here. You know what I mean? Come on, man. That's the happiest fucking dude in this. This is such a perfect and organic collaboration. I can't imagine it's easy to get a collaboration with someone like Zayn. He has to like really want to do that. And for it to, you know, be a collaboration and feel this natural is incredible. So huge shout out to that. I love the AUR put so much love into this track. You can tell that instrumentation, it's got a slower tempo, but it is so vibey. It brings like such this, again, this like embrace, this almost closeness. I'm a really big fan of it. That's all I'm saying. Because they had that, and then they had that really great sample, which you guys know I'm a fucking fan of. I love it so much. And it really did make all the chill vibes turn into that R&B kind of mood. And it's just incredible, man. It's pitched perfectly, and it really just, again, set off that vibe. I'm going to keep saying vibe because this song, this entire thing was a vibe. So with AUR, I love the lyricism. It is a little bit confusing because the instrumental does feel a little bit more like happy, but like there's obviously like the sadness about it. You're missing somebody that you love. And on top of that, Zayn comes in, and man, he has such a presence. Like, you just know when it's him. Like, all the vocals in this were so good, but then there's like this level that goes up, and you just feel it. You feel this like really well controlled vibrato and kind of like just these runs that like why is my heart trying to come out of my throat and into your ownership, sir? That's exactly what's happening with this. But at the same time, we love it, right? Seeing him in that studio, just like putting all this together was incredible. Like, having the visual was really good to have, in my opinion here, because one, you know, Zayn does not do a lot of public stuff. You don't typically see him on a PR run. Sometimes, I mean, that's what happens when you put an album out, but like, there's a lot of times that like, we just don't see him. He's like a pretty introverted private person. And so like, to get the visual and like, oh, look at how Zayn looks these days. Like, how's he doing? And at the same time, watching him perform like his moments in this and like, I don't know, just everything kind of being brought together. You just really miss the dude. At the same time, that voice, I mean, he's done so much in his career, from One Direction to his solo work. And that R&B run that he has been on has been so good and so strong. That just like any little sprinkle of content from Zayn, we're all here for. So I love this collaboration so much. I don't know if we're going to get more collaborations from Zayn or if he's going to be putting out anything on his own, but it was really cool to listen to AUR, which is one of the biggest reasons why I love collaborations like this. Like, I don't know, because, you know, I don't understand the language. I don't know that I would have ever crossed paths with this band, but they're doing a song in a language I don't know, collaborating with somebody who I'm very familiar with. And suddenly I'm like, wow, AUR has a lot of talent, and they're about to have 1 million subscribers. You know what? I'm going to subscribe. What if I could be the millionth? Nope, I'm not the millionth. That's okay. I'm subscribed. I'm interested in this group. I feel like they have a lot of talent, and I love to see all of them like working on the production together. Like, that was super cool. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to check out Patreon. Links in the description. I love you all. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.